Be careful not to focus. Let something out. Direct your attention forward. That's not good for samsara. So just open up. Just open up in a way of not grasping. The non-grasping itself. Be careful. The samsara doesn't like your attention. Dashing forward, going forwards. To purify the samsara, to cleanse the samsara by emptiness and extinction is not like the way you walk with your attention, your focus, going forward. Remind yourself constantly to help liberate the samsara by extinction, by emptiness. Only to use the reminder I give you, not to use your intention, expectation, your determination to go, to walk forward. That is karma, that is not the blessing. So everything is from not grasping, the non-grasping itself. So step back. I ask you to step back constantly. That is to cut your expectation, your determination to go forward. To help the samsara to be liberated by extinction, by emptiness, is not using your determination or your expectation in going forward. To step back is to dissolve your determination, your seriousness in going forward, because that is karma, that is one emotion, one state of karma. So use your reminders, use the reminders to constantly dissolve that intention, that determination to go forward. Everything is from give up, the giving up itself. That is the true liberation for yourself and samsara. Don't go forward with self. You think that samsara like you being with your expectation going forward. No. Everything is from not grasping, the non-grasping itself. That's the way. Once you use the word everything, you connect with the samsara, you embrace the samsara. It's from not grasping, the non-grasping itself with everything. It means you help liberate every particle of the samsara. So be careful. Be careful with your intention, your determination, your power to go forward. That is karma, that is delusive attachment. You cannot help bless or liberate the samsara in that way. It only confront the samsara. Listen. Listen well. Listen directly to what I'm saying. Don't be deluded or mistaken with what you heard. It is the great compassion that you set an intention to help bless the samsara, but you blessed with not grasping, the non-grasping itself. It's from mind, the mind itself. Do it with strength, so you have a power to help liberate the samsara. Together with every particle in the world and samsara, from mind, the mind itself, constantly. And it will help cut the cycle of your restlessness,
รอบให้
your pointlessness, your aimlessness. It will cut that cycle for you, break off the cycle. It's not to go forward with your determination. Use your body, your organ, your sensory organs as a medium to connect with the samsara, only that. Don't go forward with your determination. Help liberate the samsara by extinction, by emptiness. It's not to go forward with intention. You set an intention only with great compassion. It's from not grasping, the non-grasping itself. That is an intention that dissolved the intention itself, and it helps liberate inner and outer. Help liberate yourself and samsara. ทุกอย่าง everything is mind, the mind itself. You only remind yourself everything is from mind, the mind itself, the power to help liberate the samsara by emptiness will arise. Everything has to be beyond lotus blooming out or open up.
มหากรุณาดำริเนี่ยมันคือสิ่งเดียวกับสังสารวัฏมันคือสิ่งเดียวกับสรรพสิ่ง
The intention of great compassion means that you embrace the samsara, you be one with the samsara. From not grasping, the non-grasping itself, from mind, the mind itself. That is great compassion. To have intention to help liberate the samsara by emptiness and extinction. From mind, the mind itself is also an intention that dissolves itself, and it helps liberate the samsara together at once. From not grasping, the non-grasping itself is the same. It's the intention of great compassion. It's an intention of great compassion to liberate the samsara. It's not for grasping for oneself. Keep on, remind yourself from not grasping, the non-grasping itself. It will help clear that out, help dissolve it out. Your intention, your determination to go forward. So remind yourself to break off from that cycle of determination to go forward. That is the behavior of human beings that keep confronting. Don't
มันไม่ใช่พุ่งจิต
forward
ไม่ใช่
don't direct your mind forward with determination
ไม่เอาตัวไม่เอาเอง
everything is from not grasping
ช่วย
the non-grasping itself that is how you help liberate the samsara
ฟังเรื่องมหาบุญนา
listen well listen to this message of great compassion
ใครผิดมันก็ผิดละ
don't be mistaken
ไม่เอาตัวไม่เอาเองไปเลย
to dissolve the habit of your determination of going forward remind yourself not grasping the non-grasping itself
มันจะได้แบบว่างล้างบรรยากาศ
so it help dissolve together
เพ่งรู้เพ่งเห็นไปอยู่แล้วเนี่ยมันเป็น
by
นิสัยอยู่แล้ว
extinction
นี่
your habit
ก็จากไหม้ตัวไหม้
is always going forward
ดับล้างนิสัย
with intention with
ไปพร้อมกับสังสารวัฏ
expectation
นั่นแหละ
so to dissolve it together with the
จากไหม้ตัวไหม้
samsara
เองไปด้วยกันเลย
remind yourself with the
ดับล้าง
sentence
ให้นิสัย
from
ตัว
mind
เพ่งรู้เพ่งเห็นเนี่ย
the mind
นิสัย
itself
พ้นน่ะ
it will help eliminate that
นิสัย
habit
กรรมอะ
the habit of karma
จากไม่เอาตัวไม่เอาเอง
from not grasping
ลูกสิ่งที่ไม่มีขอบ
the
เขต
non-grasping itself together boundlessly with the samsara
ไม่ใช่แค่สิ่ง
don't
ถูกรู้
focus
ไม่ใช่
or
แค่
fix it
ไม่ใช่แค่สิ่งถูกเห็น
to the knowing or the known or to the seeing and the seen from not grasping the non-grasping itself it help you dissolve from your fixation from seeing or from the seen from the knowing or from the known so everything is from mind the mind itself it helped extinguish within and without at once simultaneously is nirodha that is nibbana conclusion
ทำไมนุสติ
if you don't remind yourself
ล้างดีๆเนี่ย
to dissolve is only
มาทื่อไป
you
แช่
being still and fixate that's the old habit so go beyond closing up or opening up like lotus it's from mind the mind itself from not grasping the non-grasping itself everything from not attached to the non-attachment itself not to detach from anything if you still detach from things there's still something doing the detachment so everything not attached to the non-attachment itself it will help dissolve both detaching and attaching so open up expansively transcend the opening up of lotus don't be in darkness or
แก้
brightness
อะไรไม่ได้เลยเรียกว่ามหาสุญญตานิพพานล้างสังสารวัฏสถานเดียว
it is only mahasunyata to help liberate the samsara go beyond all it isn't about being still here not about going forward not about going backward from not grasping the non-grasping itself isn't about all of that solely become vimutti to help liberate everything it isn't about being at the present or the future or the past from not grasping the non-grasping itself it clears all past present and future
เดี๋ยวมันจะคลายล้าง
From not grasping the non-grasping itself, it will help dissolve present, past, and future all at once. It's not to try to acquire for anything from the present or be at the present or here or now. Everything. To cut, the cutting itself is not to cut anything at a time, but it's a total cut off. It's like you turn off the main cutout. It's not to switch off one light at a time, but to switch off at the main cutout. Everything will become total extinction. It's from not grasping, the non-grasping itself. That is the way you can release and liberate everything all at once. That is to be enlightened at once, together, not before, not after, but together at once. So you have to listen up very well, how it becomes total extinction simultaneously all at once. It's not to mind anything, but the mind itself. That is the way that you can help liberate simultaneously, inner and outer, you and the samsara, everything from not attached, the non-attachment itself. That is how you can help liberate simultaneously at once. If you still not attached to this thing, that thing, you cannot help liberate anything. But only when you not attach the non-attachment itself, that you can help liberate everything simultaneously. Only one sentence that ends in itself, that is the only way that you can help liberate simultaneously, you and the samsara. Don't keep on doing something, achieving something, setting goals, setting for something in the future. That is you being deluded. It's not about training or cultivating to accumulate barami or perfection, but it is to cut and end right here and now, not to be deluded and go on and on into the future. That is the program of acquiring, of attaining, of desire, of wanting. That is you setting a program of karma to go forward, to set an intention and setting goals, setting for something. You not be enlightened and cut. It isn't about even what it isn't about. Something that is not attached to even the non-attachment itself. So it isn't about present, past, or future. Something that is not identified, even the non-identification itself. Make a conclusion. Make it well. There is no conditions whatsoever. Doesn't have to be this way or that way. Only when you still not enlightened, that you still feel that you need to do something. It has to be this way, that way. You still have conditioning. Everything from the mind itself. That's the essence of enlightenment. Use it to help liberate the samsara. Mind dissolves mind itself. from mind, the mind itself, mind dissolve mind itself. What starts dissolve the finishing.
ไม่ใช่ปล่อยให้ตัวรอดเป็นเพราะเป็นผู้
Not
ต่อยอดไป
to let
ภาวะข้างหน้า
the
ไปเรื่อย
starting
ไม่ใช่ลูก
becomes a
ล้าง
samsara
ตัวเริ่มเองนั่น
and
แหละ
make you go forward and keep on going.
ล้างตัวไม่ยึดเองนั่นแหละ
What you
ลูก
start
ไม่ยึดเอง
finish in itself.
ไม่เอาก็ล้างตัวไม่เอาเองนั่นแหละไม่เอาตัว
Not
ไม่เอา
grasping
เอง
clears out
ไม่ก็ล้าง
the
ตัว
not
ไม่
grasping
เอง
itself.
ไม่ตัวไม่เอง
Mind dissolves mind itself
อย่าหลงเอาไม่ไปไม่อะไร
Don't
เด็ดขาดเลยอย่าหลง
be
เอา
deluded
ไปไม่ยึดอะไรเด็ดขาดเลย
and use mind to mind anything or use not attach to not attach anything. So what you begin with
เกี่ยวก็ล้างตัวไม่เกี่ยวเองนั่นแหละลูก
ends
ทุกอย่างก็
with
ไม่
it
เกี่ยวตัวไม่เกี่ยวเอง
everything not identify with the non-identification itself.
แล้วก็นุสติแห่งมหากรุณา
Keep
จบด้วย
on
สังสารวัตรเรื่อย
Remind yourself with the sentences I give you that is the great compassion reminders to help liberate the samsara constantly. Everything not identify with the non-identification itself.
ๆกายช่วยหลุด
Use the word everything.
ไปเรื่อยๆ
Help
สังสารวัตร
keep
ลงมาไปเรื่อย
Help liberate the samsara. Keep reminding yourself that is to carry out the great
เป็นมรรคเป็นผล
compassion.
มันเลยมรรคเลยผลไปแล้วลูก
Great compassion isn't cause
ล้าง
or
สัง
effect.
สารวัตรเนี่ย
It goes beyond
เพื่อ
that.
เป็นมรรคเป็นผลไม่จัดว่า
To
เป็นมรรค
liberate
เป็นผล
the samsara by extinction
จัดว่าเป็นการอบรม
isn't
สร้างบารมี
about training or accumulating
เลยจุดนั้นไปแล้ว
perfection.
มันคือมหากรุณา
It goes beyond that
จบช่วยสังสารวัตร
to have
ล้วนเลย
great compassion to help liberate the samsara
ทั้งหลายลูก
is the essence of the Buddhas
ต้องเป็นเนื้อหา
and Mahabarami
คืออะไรจบช่วยจบแล้วจบช่วย
to end and help end the samsara, to be enlightened and help end the samsara, to liberate the samsara.
ต้องเป็นเนื้อหาเดียวกันทั้งหมด
This the essence of the Buddhas and the followers of the Buddha.
จบช่วยสังสารวัตรกัน
To help liberate the samsara constantly, on and on.
สังสารวัตรแห่งตัณหาสังสารวัตรแห่ง
Samsara of desire, of
สังสารวัตรแห่ง
delusion,
ไม่รู้สังสาร
of
วัตร
attachment,
เห็นไม่เห็น
of knowing, of seeing by delusion.
ที่สังสารวัตรแห่งปัญญา
Samsara of ideas, of wisdom,
ฌานญาณสังสารวัตร
of meditation,
ขนาดอุเบกขาก็ยังเป็น
supernatural superpower, or even the neutral state. Samsara of meditation, of mindfulness.
ต้องยกจบช่วยกันเรื่อย
To help end all this, these samsaras, by end the ending itself.
ๆทุกอย่างก็จาก
Everything
ไม่เอาเอง
is from not grasping, the non-grasping itself. It is not to come here to the samsara like you making a tour or having a sightseeing of the samsara. It's not to become deluded in your body, your mind, your senses. It isn't something in anything. It isn't anything in anything. Everything has to be mind, the mind itself, because there is nothing in everything. Not to come and watch your senses, your body, your mind. You didn't come here to make a tour. Everything has to be not grasping, the non-grasping itself to help liberate the samsara.
ทุกอย่าง
Everything, everything.
ตาไม่เปิดมันก็เปิดจิตไม่เปิดมันก็เปิดเพราะคำว่าทุกอย่าง
Once
เนี่ย
you use the word everything,
ทุกอย่างในโลก
your eyes
ไอ้จิตที่มัน
will
แยก
open,
จิตมันจะเริ่ม
your mind
ออก
will be opened.
นั้น
Once you use the word
แก้อะไร
everything,
มันจะเริ่มเปิดออกจากที่มันแก้
even when you are focused or be
ทุกอย่าง
limited
ในโลก
at anything, it all open up once you use the word everything.
จากไม่เกี่ยวตรงไม่เกี่ยวเอง
From mind, the mind itself, from not attached to the non-attachment itself, from not identifying with the non-identification itself, everything.
เพราะคำว่าทุกอย่างนี่แหละ
Because of the word
พร้อมกัน
everything,
เนื้อหาแห่งการตัด
it make it simultaneously, you and the samsara, everything, mind, the mind itself, it help cut simultaneously, within and without, you and the samsara.
ตัดพร้อมกันทุกอย่างเนี่ยมันไม่ใช่ไปตัดอะไรนะ
To cut everything all at once doesn't mean that you have to cut from anything, but you cut the cutting itself. That is the only way that you can cut off all together at once simultaneously.
ลักษณะที่อะไรไปตัดอะไรเนี่ยมัน
But
พร้อมกันไม่ได้
if you still cut
ตัดมันยังเหลือ
one thing at a time, cut off from one thing,
ตัดอยู่
one at a
ไหม้
time,
เองเนี่ยไหม้มันไม่เหลือไหม้
there is still something left because there is still the act of cutting left. But if you cut the cutting itself, nothing is left.
ถ้ามายึดตัวไม่ยึดเองเนี่ยมันจะไม่เหลือตัว
If you not attach to the non-attachment itself, there won't be any non-attachment
ตัว
left.
ไม่ยึดถ้าไม่ยึดตัวไม่ยึดเองเนี่ยมันจะ
There
ตัว
won't
ผู้ไม่
be
ยึด
any self in trying to detach from anything. But if you still detach from things, because there is still self in that detachment, trying to detach,
ไม่ใช่นะเพราะมันยังเหลืออยู่ในหนึ่งเดียวนี่
that is still self left. That is not right.
แต่นั้นที่มันไม่เหลือตัวผู้ไม่ยึดเนี่ยก็เพราะว่ามันจากไม่ยึดตัวไม่ยึดเอง
Only
นั่นแหละลูก
when you not attach
ตัวผู้ไม่ยึดเอง
to the non-attachment itself, that is when there is no
เดียว
self.
ให้มันจบเลยลูก
Use only one sentence
จบแล้วจบ
that
ช่วย
ends
สังสารวัฏพร้อมกันไป
ends and help end the samsara simultaneously.